So, good evening, all of you. Welcome back again in our organizers webinar. This is our 8th session of the organizers webinar, and today we have our speaker Mohammad Saif Ali. And firstly, I would like to introduce Saif. So, Mohammad Saif Ali is completed integrated MSc in chemistry from Central University of Jharkhand, Ranchi, and then he moved to IICT for his project. And during this project, uh, he developed some kind of the synthetic organic research kind of the knowledge and this thing. So when we were in the IICT, this molecule is fabricated. So this molecule is motivation for both of us because we were lab mate there, and we see the how this molecule is formed there. So this molecule is not for this thing. This is the source of motivation for both of us. Now, Seb, over to you. Please start your presentation.
Okay. Thank you, Shubham, for your kind introduction. Today I will be presenting on total synthesis of Kali spongolite, and that is an anti-cancer marine natural product. So this paper was published by Subhas et al. In SES Omega in the year 2018. So now coming to some introduction part. Spongolite is a cytotoxic marine natural product that was isolated by Prost and co-worker from the marine sponge of Kali spongilia. So the detailed NMR introduction of this molecule revealed that the structure contains 14-member macrocyclic electron ring that contain 5 stereo centers. Like as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that are connected to a brominated benzene ring, which are connected to E9 fragment. Then apart from its complex architecture, further studies also revealed that this compound is showing some cytotoxic behavior against various cancer cell lines. So due to its complex architecture and the importance in biological activity, this molecule dragged the interest of many synthetic organic chemists. The first total synthesis of this molecule, Kali spongolite, was reported by Ye and et al. In 20 steps. Subsequently, our Subhas et al. Group synthesized this Kali spongolite and revealed the absolute stereochemistry of this OH center, and synthesized both the epimer of this Kali spongolite. So before coming to the retrosynthetic part, here we will discuss about some key reaction that is involved in the synthesis of Kali spongolite. So in this presentation, we are going to be discuss about jet selective intramolecular HWE reaction. Then we will also discuss organocatalytic Macmillan coupling. Then we will be discussing about copper catalyzed asymmetric allylic alkylation, then Takai olefination, and finally we will also discuss Sonogashira coupling. So coming to the retrosynthetic analysis of this molecule, it was revealed that the coupling of this allyl iodide containing macrocyclic electron ring 2 and this E9 fragment 3 can be coupled via Sonogashira coupling to give this Kali spongolite structure 1. Then this macrocyclic electron 2 can be achieved by using intramolecular HWE reaction of this compound 5, that is aryl phosphonate ester compound 5, to introduce this Z alkene here. So, and this compound 5 might be obtained from Yamaguchi esterification of this compound 6. Then the allyl moiety is introduced, might be introduced in compound 6 by oxidation of this primary alcohol followed by Takai olefination. Then the introduction of this methyl group in compound 7 and this E alkene introduction can be achieved by using allylic alkylation of this compound 8, and this compound 8 was might be obtained from the reduction of this alkyne part of compound 9 to get jet selective alkene, followed by the esterification of this OH center by 2-picolinic acid. And this propargylic alcohol 9 was might be obtained from the anion generated in this compound 10, and addition of this anion to this aldehyde 11, and this alkyne 10 can be prepared from aldol aldol condensation using D-proline as a catalyst. So this was their retrosynthesis analysis. So they have first prepared this fragment 10, then fragment 11, then they couple these two fragment 10 and 11 to get the compound 6. Then they cyclize this compound 6 into this macrocyclic electron ring 2, and this 2 was coupled with this fragment 3 to by Sonogashira coupling to give this calospenzolide 1. That was their strategy. And this compound 3 was prepared from this bromine substituted benzaldehyde that was already reported by Ye and Etel group. So coming to the synthetic part, the synthesis of alkyne fragment commenced with the synthesis of a known molecule, that is 14 in multigram scale, so that we can move our synthesis. So this compound 14 is obtained by conjugate addition of this allyl trimethylsilane to alpha beta unsaturated N-acyl oxazolidinone, that is this compound 13, to form this compound 14. Then the chiral auxiliary of this compound 14 was removed by using lithium borohydride reduction at 0 degree to room temperature to get primary alcohol, and this primary alcohol was protected by using tertiary butyl diphenyl silyl chloride in the presence of triethylamine and DMAP as a catalyst at 0 degree to room temperature to get compound 12. And this compound 12 was subjected to epoxidation using metachloroperbenzoic acid at 0 degree to room temperature to get diastereomeric mixture of terminal epoxide. Then the mixture of terminal epoxide was subjected to Jacobson hydrolytic kinetic resolution using RR selen. This is the structure of RR selen. This contains copper 3 acetate to form this diol and this 15 epoxide in more than diastereomeric excess of 90%. So this diol is further converted into this epoxide as we required this center as above the plane. So they have used 3-step synthesis here. So what they did, they protected first 1 degree alcohol using pivalyl chloride and DMAP to protect 1 degree alcohol. Then they treated this alcohol, secondary alcohol, with methyl chloride in the presence of triethylamine as a base to make it a better living group. Then by using potassium carbonate, the epoxidation takes place and it converted into our required terminal epoxide. Then the regio selective opening of this epoxide was done by TMS acetylene in the presence of N-butyl lithium to form the compound 17, that is R equal to H here. Then this secondary alcohol was further protected by using tertiary butyl silyl triflet in the presence of 2,6-lutidine as a base to form compound 17A, that is TBS group, R equal to TBS group here. Then selective deprotection of this TMS group was achieved by using potassium carbonate at 0 degrees to room temperature to get our required alkyne fragment 10. Then they moved to synthesis of aldehyde fragment 11, and this was commenced by using the cross aldol condensation between these two aldehydes, that is aldehyde 18 and aldehyde 19, using organocatalyst, that is diproline, at 4 degrees Celsius to get this beta hydroxy aldehyde uh, in diastomeric excess of 90%. Then this compound 20 was subjected to reduction by using sodium borohydride at 0 degrees Celsius to form diol compound 21. Then this OTBD-PS group of this diol compound 21 was deprotected by using tertiary butyl aminofluoride to deprotect this alcohol to form triol system, and the selective protection of this 1,2-diol was achieved by using 2,2-DMP, that is 2,2-dimethoxypropane, to form the acetonide protected alcohol 22. Then this 22 was compound 22 was subjected to Des-Martin periodinone oxidation in the presence of sodium bicarbonate at 0 degree to room temperature to form our required fragment, that is aldehyde 11. Then with in hand they have alkyne fragment and this aldehyde fragment, so they couple both these fragment to synthesize compound 6. So what they did, they have taken compound 10, then they're treated with n-butyl lithium to generate anion here. Then they treated this anion with this aldehyde to form diastereomeric mixture of this compound 9A. But according to their retrosynthetic plan, they required this OH below the plane. So to achieve their goal, what they did DMP oxidation of this secondary alcohol to form this ketone. Then this ketone was again subjected to asymmetric Noyori reduction by using SS ruthenium catalyst in the presence of isopropyl alcohol at room temperature to form this compound 9A, that is propylic alcohol 9A, in diastomeric excess of greater than 95%. Then this compound 9 was treated with Lindlar catalyst. So in the with the use of H2, PD and barium sulfate, palladium barium sulfate, to generate Z alkene here, selective Z alkene. Then this compound 24 was subjected to acetylation using 2-picolinic acid in the presence of DMAP to form this picolinic ester compound 8. So then this picolinic ester 8 was treated with methyl magnesium bromide in the presence of copper salt at -40 degrees Celsius to introduce this methyl regio and stereo selectively by allylic 1,4 addition type reaction, SN prime type reaction. So now this acetonite was deprotected by using zinc bromide to form the diol compound 26. Then this diol compound was again epoxidized, sorry, again protected by using PMP acetal. This is the structure of PMP acetal, that is paramethoxy benzyladine acetal compound. So what they did, they again protected this diol to PMB acetal protection, and then they selectively deprotect this PMB acetal to this PMB protected secondary alcohol in presence of primary alcohol. Then the compound 7 was subjected to DMP oxidation to form to generate aldehyde here. Then this aldehyde was treated with chromium chloride and iodoform by Takai olefination to form this compound 28, the vinyl iodide compound 28. Then the PMB group was selectively deprotected by using DDQ to form our required fragment 6. Then they moved with the synthesis of macrolactone 30, and that was prepared by using Yamaguchi esterification of this compound 6 by using phosphoryl acetic acid using 2,4,6 trichlorobenzoyl chloride to get this aryl phosphonate ester, and the aryl phosphonate ester, and the OTDBPS group was deprotected using ammonium fluoride to get alcohol 29A. Then this alcohol 29A was subjected again to desmartine periodinane using sodium bicarbonate at 0 degree to room temperature to form to generate aldehyde here, and this compound 5 was subjected to HWE olefination, that is Horner-Emmons uh, HWE olefination using sodium hydride to generate anion here, and this anion will react with this aldehyde to form jet selective product, that is jet selective alkene product. Then this compound 2 was treated with HF pyridine, that is to deprotect this TBS group to form our macrocyclic lactone 30. Then we have prepared one fragment of our coupling, that is macrocyclic lactone 30. Then the synthesis of E9 fragment was actually reported by Ye et al. Group. So this was their synthesis. So they have taken 2-bromo-3-hydroxybenzaldehyde, and they protected this phenolic OH with uh, tertiary butyl silyl chloride in the presence of imidazole as a base to protect this phenolic alcohol. Then this was subjected to Kiyuka aldol reaction by using N-tosyl oxajaborolidine to form this alcohol as major product 34. Then this alcohol was again protected by using triethylsilane triplet in the presence of triethylamine at -50 to -30 degrees Celsius to protect the secondary alcohol. And this ester group was again reduced by using diol H at -78 to -40 degrees Celsius to form this primary alcohol compound 35. Then this 35 was again treated with DMP oxidation and Takai olefination to generate allylic iodide, sorry, vinylic iodide. Then this vinylic iodide compound was subjected to Sonogashira coupling using TMS acetylene group in the presence of palladium 0 catalyst and copper iodide, and they protected this OH group, phenolic OH, again by TBS group to generate this E9 fragment 3. Then we have both the fragment macrocyclic lactone 30 and this E9 fragment 3. Then what they did, they couple this both fragment, that is macrocyclic lactone 30 and E9 fragment, by Sonogashira coupling using palladium 0 catalyst in the presence of copper iodide and triethylamine to get this coupling product 33. Then this 33 was subjected to carbamate introduction of this OH group by using trichloroacetyl uh, trichloroacetyl. So this compound, and again the alcohol group was deprotected by using HF pyridine to form our required calispongolite structure 1. This is trichloroacetyl isocyanate group to protect this alcohol to carbamate group. So the conclusion of our discussion is, although they have used their synthetic strategy was a bit lengthy, but their strategy was quite different from the others. In addition, the key fragments of this calispondylite was easily available from commercially available cheap starting material, and the strategy was highly convergent and can be used for the synthesis of various analogs. So thank you.
So thank you so much, Saif, for your presentation. Now, Saif presentation open for discussion. Anybody has any doubt?
Hello, Saf. Nitin here.
Yeah.
Actually, you did not write the numbering on your presentation. So go to slide number 7, I think.
This one.
And next one. Yes, here. Here you synthesize this fragment 11 and you protect using this 22DMP. And in the synthesis like you use this fragment 11 next in I think 9th slide or 8th slide. Next slide.
This,
Yes, this 25.
this one.
Yes, here from 25 to 26 you first deprotect again this 1,2-diol and then again
Yeah.
protect this using this PMP acetal. What if if during the synthesis of fragment 11 you use this PMP acetal, so you can reduce your 2 steps.
Okay.
You got what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
in fragment 11 during the synthesis in last step when you protect this 1,2-diol, if you use PMP
Yes,
acetal
yes.
here only, then during the
Okay.
synthesis.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. If we use PMP acetal protection here, then maybe in some step this deprotection will happen. This PMP deprotection will happen.
Like you are reacting this 10 molecule and 11 here.
10 and 11.
Here.
10 and 11 here. This one.
Yes.
Yes.
Like if you protect this molecule 11 with PMP acetal during the synthesis of this fragment, then I think this will be more beneficial. You will reduce your 2 steps. Go to 9th slide. Yes, here 25 to 26 first you deprotect and then again protect this 26 to 27.
Yes. So what they are doing, they have to selectively protect this 2-degree alcohol in presence of 1-degree alcohol. So first they deprotected this acetonide group by using ZnBr2, and they have not used acid here because acid will deprotect this on oxygen TDPS group or TBS group. So they have used ZnBr2 here. So to protect selectively 2-degree alcohol, they have used this PMP acetal protection. So after the PMP acetal protection, they have treated with diol H to to form this selectively 2-degree protected 2-degree alcohol protected PMB in presence of 1-degree alcohol. So they did this type of things.
Okay. And go to slide number where you are converting 13A compound to 34. Next.
Yes.
Yes, please explain this reaction to me. 13A to 13-4. What is happening here?
This is a Kiyuka aldol reaction in which
Okay.
what happened. This is a chiral auxiliary type of compound like n-tosyl oxazolidinone. So this will selectively hinder this alpha position for the attack. So this compound means this enol compound was attacked means below the means behind the plane to get this alcohol down.
Okay. Okay.
Means opposite.
I got it.
To this.
I got it. What is happening here? And in molecule 23, where you saw molecule 23. Actually, it is more easy for us
Yes.
if you write page number on every slide.
Okay, I forgot actually. This one.
Okay. Yes. So you are using this ruthenium catalyst for particularly to get this stereochemistry at this center,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you are getting diastereomeric excess 95%.
95%.
Can we use CBS catalyst here? Here, because that also give
Yeah.
very good enantiomeric access product.
Yes, we can use here CBS catalyst, but for that we have to maintain some low temperature. But the beauty of this reagent is we can do reaction at room temperature only.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they have used this.
Okay. Thank you from my side.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Vishal is here.
Yes.
So in HWE reaction, Havertz reaction, you will getting the selectively jet product.
Yeah.
So how you get it? Mean that
Actually, this is endo modification of HWE reaction. So what they use this aryl ester, phosphonate ester. So they are getting this jet selective product. If we use here R equal to some different thing like methyl or ethyl, then this will selectively get. Then we will selectively get Z alkene product, means E alkene product. Sorry. So
mean that only we get Z alkene product or both mixture of both.
Mixture of both, but 80:20 product.
Actually, if I am not wrong, in HWE olefination, we get mainly E alkene as product.
E
Because
product,
if we use Wittig reagent here, suppose PPH3 here, actually the
Yeah.
mechanism of both the reaction is same, Wittig and HWE
Yeah.
olefination. But HWE we use where we want specifically E alkene, but here we are getting Z alkene. So that is also
actually-
surprising thing.
Actually what happened in Wittig reaction also, we can also get this jet selective, means we are generally getting jet selective, but we can produce here E alkene by using Wittig reaction, by using Sosler modification. So like that only some modification is made to this phosphonate ester, so that it will give only jet selective product. So two modification is reported, that is first is steel genre modification, that use this R equal to means CF3 group, and endo group, what they did, endo replaced this R means a methyl by this aryl group. So when they optimize the condition and they got only jet selective product.
Within there is
Only
several
jet selective?
modification.
Okay.
Means
Several
80 to
modification is there.
several
Means,
modification has been made.
like
Okay.
it is not always that rigid statement that HW will give always E selective alkene. It depends on the
Yeah.
substituent group. Like if you take suppose the phosphorus salt is like a CF3 CS to CF3. So this is the still general modification. This is also surprising thing for me when I went to Hyderabad. So sir
Yes.
also asked me how can you get the jet selective alkene, because you always heard about the HW, it will be E selective alkene, but
Yes.
jet selective alkene, how can you get this? Still a modification. And second thing is that when you take R is replaced by the this bulky aryl substitute.
Okay.
Okay.
That I don't know. Thank you.
Nowadays everything is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So Shubham,
we
my
always
question
think
is,
about
we are
that.
getting pure of it, or we are just getting some ratio
No,
of it?
we are
Means that
getting
what?
some mixture, that is 80:20.
Okay. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Means that we are getting more jet product.
More, yes, we are getting more jet
Okay.
product.
Okay, okay.
Interesting thing
Okay,
is that sometimes we get Sakai or Finlayson is selective, but now
Yeah.
this statement is not rigid also. One group is
We can,
from Best Alien Journal in 2018, I think. He published a paper in which he get Sakai or Finlayson is jet selective also. So selectivity is changing day by day by the methodology chemists. So they always keen to interested means how they can change the selectivity.
yeah.
So Seb, my question is from slide number third, scheme number third.
Scheme number third.
Hmm.
Okay, this one. Yes.
Where is your Neori catalyst? I think.
No, uric catalyst in this slide.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So means you have a this thing, this ketonic
Ruthenium.
center here, which is a diastereoselective reaction. So this
Yeah.
diastereoselective ketone is reduced by this ruthenium. Means Neori asymmetry reduction is there. So
Yes.
do you have any catalytic cycle for this? Means how this is happening?
Yes, yes, I have it.
Okay, please let me see.
This is the catalytic cycle. So from they have started from here. This is Neuri catalyst. What they have done, they have used isopropyl alcohol. So isopropyl alcohol with coordinate with this ruthenium catalyst and what the ruthenium catalyst do, they do oxidation of this tertiary alcohol or secondary alcohol to ketone, and and they have generated here two hydrogen, that one is connected to this ruthenium and one is connected to this nitrogen, and then this hydrogen that is attached to ruthenium will be transferred to this ketone we are attacking here. So this is the proposed mechanism.
Okay. So one group is RS, second is one group aryl, and second is R dash. So do
Yeah.
you want to comment on this these substituent also?
Actually, this R dash is bulky group, so it is going below the plane. Means it is uh, below the plane means
Away
to
from the
reduce the
plane.
steric
Yes.
hindrance here.
Okay.
Yeah, away from this catalyst. So this hydride will be delivered from this upside by this ruthenium attached hydrogen to generate this alcohol.
Vishal, you have any question from here?
So yes, I have a question. So which step is the RDS step here? Is that we that one, no uric catalyst in that,
Okay.
not here.
Okay, I'm going. This
Okay.
one, which is
Yes,
rate
yes, yes,
determining
this
step.
one.
I think
Yeah,
this
yeah.
hydride transfer is RDS step.
So you think on means that when we are using the isopropyl alcohol, it will easily will form the bond with this ruthenium catalyst. So have you checked the
Yes.
electron count here? Have you checked it out?
Actually, I haven't checked.
Okay,
This
so
is
I think that yeah.
yes.
Okay, so
Hello.
I think that wherever we are getting the
Hmm.
16 or 18 electron group, so that one is the
This
after
one is
that
16 electron species. I think this ruthenium
okay,
catalyst.
then it will form
And
18 electrons.
yeah,
After it means that after that, if we are 18 electrons, it's already stable species. After that, we are getting the stable is that RDS step. So I think on maybe
okay, I will check this.
means that when the ketone is entered there. Okay.
Okay, this one.
Yes.
Okay, sir, this is good, but I have my eyes is going on the Jacobson hydrolytic. Something is there. So
Yes,
if you Jacobson,
this one.
no, Jacobson had this thing.
Okay,
So
okay.
means
In backup slide, I have explanation of this, how this is happening, Miss Jacobson.
So before going this thing, I want to ask from the audience side. If anybody has question, please ask because this is an interactive session and this is a very important chemistry. Means there are several catalytic cycles, some asymmetric kind of thing also is involving here. So you might have asked about the question this thing because I think our speaker is very much habitual about all of these things. So you should ask this question. So sir, please tell me about the Jacobson kinetic regulation because this thing is so
Okay,
much interesting for me.
okay. After the epoxidation of this 12, when we use MCPBA, that is metachlorocarbenzoic acid, what we will get? We will get this mixture of mixture of this epoxide, terminal epoxide. So when this terminal epoxide was subjected to Jacobson kinetic resolution, then in the presence of RR Selen catalyst, this is RR Selen catalyst. So what they will do, they will only selectively open this epoxide only, means below the plane that oxygen is going, that will open only this epoxide, and remaining this as a diastomerically pure compound, this one. And when we will use SS Selen compound catalyst, then what will happen? The opposite thing will happen, means the hydrolysis of this epoxide, only this one epoxide will happen. You got my point?
No.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Means we have some rule like we have to just keep in mind that if we have this RR Selen, then it will go like this, and if we have SS Selen, it will go like this.
Actually, it is dependent upon rate, that this epoxide will go very slow to this hydroxylation, and this epoxide will go to very fast to hydroxylation. So it is called kinetic resolution. And you can say this catalytic cycle. This is not catalytic cycle, but this is the catalyst, and so
No,
this is very
a
complexly successful.
model. This is a model.
This is the
like,
catalyst model.
So again, sir, my simple question is that as a layman, how we getting a bit know that we are getting these upside product epoxide and downside epoxide. So is some way from you, if you know that getting somehow, because if anyone know any way, find it out. How we know that? So some any spectroscopic or some kind of method.
Yes, we can use spectroscopic techniques like 1H NMR.
How we know that it's up one and down one? Means that I think that electron means the chemical resolution is same. Means that chemical ambience is same for both of the compound. Means that for up one epoxide and on both of them are same. So we can't decipher it. Means that. So Shubham, have you any idea? Yes.
No.
Okay. So
Actually, we can
Nitin have any idea?
actually we can use some nosy techniques to determine this type of stereochemistry.
Vishal, you are asking that how do we know that particular which stereochemistry of epoxide is formed? You are asking this
Yes,
question,
means
na?
that yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
can simply get we can simply know this by spectroscopic technique, na? Like from the hydrogen which is cis to the other hydrogen will show different type of coupling.
NOE effect by NOE
Also
effect.
by NOE effect by Hetcore and other spectroscopic techniques, we can easily
We
know
can
that
check
which spectral.
also the we can also get the specific rotation, like this is S, so other will be R. So R and S we can decide on the basis of the specific rotation of the molecule.
So through this technique, I think this one is a very basic technique. This I think specific rotation.
Yeah.
Specific rotation is main thing.
Yeah, I think okay, that's it.
Any other question?
Any other question from audience science? So, nobody. So actually, if Seth, you are okay, then please tell me about this model for the aldol reaction you have taken here. This is a new thing I have seen here, Macmillan kind of thing.
Macmillan kind of coupling.
Hmm.
This one, no?
Means
So
you are using D-proline here and getting the downside OH.
Yes, I am also curious to know that is D-proline acting a chiral auxiliary here? Like how we are getting this molecule 20 in this particular stereochemistry?
okay, I will show you here. This is the catalytic cycle. So this is called organocatalyst. So this is actually L-proline, but we have used here D-proline. So I have found this catalytic cycle. So I will explain by this only. So this ketone means one ketone is there, then they will react with this D-proline to form this enamine type of compound. Then this enamine type of compound was reacted with another molecule of aldehyde to form this 6-member transition state. And this 6-member transition state is such that this R group, means this R group of the aldehyde, that is bulky group, will be in equatorial position, and the attack will happen only to refacial attack will happen, that is from the below side. So when refacial attack is here, so this will form this alcohol, means alcohol will be up and this hydrogen will be down. So in our case we are getting just opposite product here, which will be down here. And about this methyl, why this is anti to each other. So in transition state, the our D-proline will make enamine with this compound 18, because this 19 is very sterically hindered by this TDBPS group. So when they will make enamine with this D-proline, what will happen? This methyl group of this enamine complex will be down. So this is up and this is down. So the stereochemistry will be anti.
Okay,
Very nice.
got it.
Everything is got it now.
Okay.
So I think no question left from the audience side. And also, Seth, your presentation is very nice. You took too much catalytic cycle and which was really expressible. And each thing you have explained very nicely. So
And
overall, your
also you
presentation
have
is very
drawn
good.
every structure very nicely, very neat and clean presentation. Very nice, chef.
Thank you.
So thank you all of you for joining us.
Thanks.